Today is the last working day before the Spring Festival. At this time of year, supermarkets are filled with Chinese New Year gift boxes and festive food. The most popular items are candies, which cost around $14 per kilo. These are cured pork, sausages, and dried fish, about $6 per kilo. During Chinese New Year, sunflower seeds are always the most popular snack, about $3 per kilo. Most vegetables cost under $1 per kilo. Some of these vegetables are subsidized by the government. Oranges and apples are very common in China, about $1.30 per kilo. These days, many young people don't go home for Chinese New Year because they're afraid of facing 3 questions. The first one is, when are you getting married? If you're unmarried, older relatives will almost certainly ask you this. Number 2, how much money did you make this year? It's usually asked by distant relatives or even neighbors. And finally, what scores did your kids get on their final exams? These 3 questions are just too hard to answer, but it also shows the 3 things Chinese people care about most: family, income, and education. Since I haven't worked for 3 years, I only have to face the last question. Luckily, schools don't publish exact scores anymore. This helps reduce anxiety about grades for younger kids and their parents. I'll take my daughters back to my hometown in about a week. Until then, I'll enjoy the last bit of rest before the holiday begins. In China, we sometimes add fruit juice to coffee. Sounds strange, right? I'm still not fluent enough to speak English on camera, so I need a lot of practice. The narration you're hearing was created by voice cloning software. There are many tools like this in China, but I'll try not to rely on them in the future.
So today is sunny. Let's go out. I will show different Wuhan for you. Let's have a city walk.
Apart from skyscrapers, there are lots of hidden little lanes in Wuhan. It's right off the main road, just turn in. Because there's an art school nearby, this whole street is covered in graffiti. Small shops along the street sell the traditional for treasures of the study: brush, ink, paper, and inkstone. When your phone runs out of battery, you can find shared power banks like these on the street. When I'm alone, I like to sit by the roadside like this. You walk out of the alley, and it's instantly a lively commercial area. In China's major cities, commercial areas are spaced about every 3 kilometers. This is a blood donation vehicle. With such a large population, blood banks often don't have enough blood. In return for donating blood, donors are usually eligible for free blood later on. These overpasses are a clear sign of how Wuhan has urbanized. Tonight, I'm making myself a bowl of noodles. This meal costs about $2. Eating alone is said to be one of the 10 loneliest things in the world. But for me, the only problem is I tend to make too much and end up overeating.
I'm full, too full. So,
All the people are dancing in the square. As Chinese New Year gets closer, a lot of stores shut down for the entire holiday. These are Chinese New Year decorations. In China, red is a color of joy and good fortune. Of course, some places are still brightly lit. Wuhan is a city that attracts a lot of tourists because it's near the 1,600-year-old Yellow Crane Tower. These street vendors stay open late into the night. These posters are $1 for 3. The pastry shop uses these small figures to draw people in. Tourists are trying Wuhan's local snacks. This is doupi, one of Wuhan's most famous snacks. Even though it's already evening, for some people, life is just beginning. For some people, life is just beginning. They choose to spend Chinese New Year in tourist cities like this.